see Sonic in theaters and reviewed immediately. Yeah, we saw Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm just gonna preface this at the beginning. I fucking walked out of this movie. I left about an hour in.
Cause you're a little bitch. Couldn't handle how fucking cool Sonic was.
I'm okay with that.
I can't handle it. That's like fucking so much funnier than the entire goddamn movie.
Keep going, jeez.
I love the 90s.
Okay, I'll talk about what I saw. Jesus, I'm crying. Okay, so I didn't laugh at all through the entire movie.
Yo, Person A and Mampton are with us.
Oh yeah, they are.
Woo.
So yeah, I just I didn't play Sonic when I was a kid. But yeah, I just felt like this movie was just
Bubblegum?
uh-oh. It's gonna die.
Gotta do the phone. And we're back. Technical difficulties.
Alright, so yeah, I never played Sonic when I was a kid. I mean, I played, when I was like with friends and whatnot, but I was not a Sega fan. So yeah, don't really have a lot of like nostalgic connection to this, and I kind of think that Jim Carrey's like kind of a piece of shit nowadays.
How could you say that, dude?
Dr. Robotnik.
His last movie was Ace Ventura. But no.
Sucking his egg sack.
Like, yeah, so a lot of the nostalgic connection to this series, I just didn't really have. Fun dip.
Go on.
Go on. Okay. And yeah, I mean, like the movie literally starts with like, you're probably wondering how I got here.
Dude, that's the best part.
And I don't know, it's just like the writing's kind of lame. I don't really care about our characters at all. I don't even really care about Sonic. Like, the plot points of like why they have to go to San Francisco is like completely pointless. It's like, oh, they're outside. I gotta use it somewhere else. Okay, I'll go and I'll get in this guy's basement. Okay, now it's safe to do it. It's like he didn't have to do that. He could have just used the coin.
Yeah, they
right
never
then.
came into
It's like completely done for plot convenience.
You guys are fucking haters, man. The beginning was brilliant, man. You fucking like Pulp Fiction, but you don't like this. It starts at the end, man, and then it goes back, and we see the rest of the movie.
It totally rewinds.
And then it catches up. You missed it. You missed the part. It comes back and it's like all caught up, awesome. And then he fighting Dr. Robotnik, bro. Like, fuck, man, you missed it.
Yeah, I missed that. So yeah, judge me, Sonic fans, if you want. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. This wasn't like, this didn't feel like a movie to me, honestly. Like this wasn't cinema. This is
the greatest video game movie ever made.
This isn't what I go to watch when I go to a movie theater. This isn't what I expect.
Even the product placement was expertly done. Zillow, Olive Garden,
Toyota.
Excellent.
Yeah, and you missed the last Olive Garden product placement at the end.
They get a fucking Olive Garden gift card at the end, man. It brings back the Olive Garden theme, dude.
It all comes first.
I mean, I want a Toyota.
Maybe I was wrong about Sonic. Maybe it was a masterpiece of cinema. But yeah, a lot of people like this movie. Apparently,
I love this movie, dude.
Well, apparently the family next to us did because they couldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah, man, they were just hyped, bro. I mean, it's Sonic, man. It's too fast. You can't keep up. That's all right, man.
That's true. You just
can't
going
keep
way
up
too
with
fast.
Sonic.
Like he already made it past the West Coast, and I mean he probably could have found San Francisco, but he had to get back in that sweet Toyota.
So What aspects did you like? What about his sweet room montage, man, where we see him in his hole? And it's like he zips around, dude.
And
He takes
then-
that turtle. He takes the turtle.
When he traumatizes it.
Yeah, that poor turtle.
Yeah.
And then at
This
the
turtle
end,
literally is shaking.
they
Person A,
recreate-
what you got? Person A, what do you think of the movie? You like Sonic, right? Come on.
No. However, I stayed through the whole thing, which is more than I can say for two of the people in this car. So I have more things that I hate than you, and more reasons to hate it.
Go on. What's your problem?
Well, for one thing, like, they do, like, these slow-mo sequences, like, when I think it's Days of Future Past, where Quicksilver does, like, essentially the same thing.
Yeah, that was totally a rip.
And it's so much better, and it actually has, like, a point to it where he, like, saves, like, a bunch of people's lives by doing it. Whereas Sonic, the first time he does it, it's just to fuck with a bunch of people at a bar.
I mean, I'd probably do that.
Potentially kill somebody and just like get what's his name out of a fight. Like, it's just him fucking around in the bar. Also, like, she points out what's a kid doing in the bar, and he has this dumbass fucking explanation that, oh, he's a 43-year-old man with a skin defect, and nobody reacts to Sonic's presence at all in the bar.
It's because they look like
No
your average
one.
hipsters. I mean, come on.
And they just call him a hipster? No, it's a fucking alien in your bar.
Who knows what a
the
hedgehog
hell? And then, yeah, other times throughout the movie when people, like, he's constantly hiding it from people and they're hiding him, but then, like, there'll be scenes where he just, like, walks into places and stuff, and it's, like, with Tom, and it's, like, they don't react to him at all. It's weird.
Right.
But Dr. Robotnik, like, freaks the fuck out the first time he sees him. It's
is. That would be an appropriate response to a
Inconsistent.
3-foot-tall hedgehog.
also, why is the kid going to a bar?
I mean,
And
it-
then
it
Tom
happens.
drives him home drunk.
It's just being real, okay?
Afterwards, like, he literally has a beer, and then the next scene, he's driving the truck
That's
to drive them back.
that's good for our police force.
Oh, and the thing that killed me, though, is, like, at the end, like, Sonic's, like, dead on the ground. And Dr. Robotnik is, like...
Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler. And, like, Dr. Robotnik is, like, gearing up all the stuff to, like, shoot him down. And Tom comes up and has this big speech about, you can't hurt my friend. And the word friend is what causes Sonic to supercharge into Supersonic and, like, fucking wake up and shit. It's like, suddenly that's the most magical thing. Oh, he called me his friend.
It's because he's only known
I'm
an hour.
alive down the
Pop quiz! Pop quiz, hot shot!
Whoa. Shit. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man, what the fuck was that?
I thought we lost you.
My inner 90s kid was coming out, you know?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, nostalgia can be a very powerful thing. I mean,
Nostalgia's a hell of a drug.
it can cause you to think that
Numberberry.
this stupid ass fucking shit is good. My fucking god, what the fuck is wrong with people? Why is this movie fresh? Why does it have fucking... So, people say it's the best video game. I don't fucking... It's so bad. Like, I didn't think you two would leave. Like, I didn't think you two would leave.
I was not emotionally
I was
invested
like,
at all.
dude, there was part of me that was just like, I don't know, what if, like, I'm missing something and they like it like everyone else, but, like, you guys left?
There's no reason to stay.
I was
For
just
me.
like, guys, you gotta have all the bad things to talk about.
Oh,
the
they
end
have
of the-
they have enough. There's so much in the movie. Fuck.
Yeah, but the whole all the stuff at the end
Any-
is so bad.
Regardless, but yeah, my true feelings on this. Wow, fuck this movie. Because of reasons related to life events out of my... this is the third time I've had to see this movie, essentially. We weren't going to review it, but then once, like, all the positive reviews started coming in and, like, all my favorite critics are praising it, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? So, I don't know. It's like, if you like the movie, that's fine, but, like, it's not good. It's okay to like bad movies. I like plenty of bad movies, too. You don't like a good movie. I'm sorry to be so mean about that. Fuck. This movie sucks.
Well, and for a kids movie too, it has some pretty weird messages.
Azul Diablo.
I forgot. I knew I forgot something. I forgot my hand slappy.
Oh man, you got the hand slappy shit.
Whatever. Okay, continue though, person.
It's just, is Sonic a kid? Is he an adult? It's unclear. But then they're like, he's a kid, but he acts like an adult, and he's been living on his own and in isolation, and like, it's just weird, like the dynamic. And then he ends up living with them at the end, and he's basically their kid, but like, I'm assuming they're gonna have a kid. And why do they put him in the attic? Like,
Get that
it's
thing
just gonna
some
be
new shoes.
all. Did they think that through?
You wanna fill? Shall we fill them in on what happens afterwards? Okay, where'd you guys live? You guys left at the hotel after he farted.
Yeah.
After his big long fart was the moment
Okay.
you were like, done.
It was, I think, like a little ways after that. I think that, Robotnik, it was just
he was doing the technology.
So
thing.
after that, Dr. Robotnik gets a quill and develops, basically has weapons that can utilize Sonic's fast technology.
And the best Jim Carrey scene, he dances and has a bunch of playlists.
He has a weird dance during a song, and Dr. Stone or whatever surprises him with a latte. And he's like, "You want a latte?" He's like, "Of course I do. I love the way you make them." And yeah,
like Mugatu.
Yeah.
it is a ripoff of Mugatu.
That's why it's so amazing.
And then they go to his girlfriend, wife's sister's house, and they tie his sister up, and her daughter's a little sociopath who doesn't mind her mom being tied up.
Because she loves Sonic and he's so cute. Yeah, that's right.
because
He brings him
Sonic's
in
so
a
cute.
blanket and they don't see it and the dog pulls it off and they think he's got like a bomb or something and then they pull it off and it's Sonic and everybody's won over except for the sister who faints and then they tie her up while she's passed out. And the
Like you
daughter's
do.
like cool with it because Sonic's cute and she gives him his iconic shoes.
Yeah, she gives
Which
him
makes no
shoes.
sense because Tails is wearing the same shoes in the after credit scene. So what? Does Tails already get some cool Earth Kid shoes?
Yeah,
Or what
and
the
then-
fuck?
And then
Why couldn't he just steal some shoes?
They get to the tower, they find the rings, and then Dr. Robotnik shoots them, and then they have a battle, and then he beats them just like in the video games. By the way, I'm a huge fan of the video games. I never got to own them as a kid. I was always every chance I got, I played the hell out of Sonic, but I never owned my own Sega. And as an adult, I still, every chance I get, I play Sonic. I love the Sonic games. I gives no fucks about this. I like Crash Bandicoot too. I don't want to see a movie about him farting and running around with some fucking guy.
Yeah, and their
in
friendship is
God.
weird. If Sonic is a kid, their friendship is weird. If Sonic's an adult, their friendship's still weird because Sonic acts like a kid. It's fucking weird.
It is weird in weird ways that are weird to think about.
Well, what's his lifespan too? Like how long does
Is
a
this like a
hedgehog
baby
live?
Yoda thing or what?
So after he defeats Dr. Robotnik, they send him to the Mushroom Planet, and he has to live there. And he basically is like Rick in that one episode of Rick and Morty. He has no he has no equipment and has to make his own. And yeah.
And he makes his own Dr. Stone out of a stone and goes crazy and grows the giant mustache.
Yeah, and he's got his
shaves
big
head.
evil mustache, and then Tails shows up, and he's like, "I better save him." Did the audience go nuts when that happened,
Ish.
Sydney? Ish, yeah. Every time I've seen it, the audience is like, "What? Tails? Holy shit! I hope they fuck, and I can jerk off to it later." Sorry,
Well,
hit the mic. I'm sorry. So. That's what happens at the end.
I was
And then they get an Olive Garden gift card.
Yeah, from the government, and the government guy's like trying to look for him and stuff.
You're a domestic terrorist. Here's a gift card to Olive Garden.
Yeah, but we're
Have
gonna
you
pretend
tried the
Dr.
Impossible?
Robotnik
It never ends. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I just couldn't follow along with the plot. Like, it was just not that the plot wasn't easy to follow. It's just it was all set up for convenience sake for plot to exist.
Yep.
It's like there was no there was no other way this could have unfolded. It's like it is meticulously crafted so that it is essentially everything is forced to happen.
It's a children's adventure movie
Yeah,
that
it's
adults
like-
should be showing their kids and not giving 9 out of 10 scores.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like if they're there was always a situation of like like how are they gonna get from here to here to engage the plot, and it's like they're just gonna.
And what Sonic knows
Yeah,
and
he's just
doesn't
gonna
know
go
about
there.
Earth is inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He knows what hedgehogs are.
he knows what
How the fuck does he
Amazon
know?
is, but then he doesn't know what a bucket list
The product
is.
placement in this movie is so bad. It really is.
It's like
He
half
also
the movie.
knows where all the seventh wonders of the world are, and during his chase with Dr. Robotnik, and he throws the rings and goes to all those different places, but it's like, dude, just imagine like a small tunnel or something that his thing can't fit through. Duh.
There's
Like-
no tunnel.
Or
Sonic's
go
thing can't
underground
fit
or
through.
something. Like,
Oh yeah.
you're a
Coming
tiny
off the
little
loop.
fast hedgehog. Go into a mine shaft or a tiny cavern, and then he's fucked.
What were you
Like,
gonna?
what the hell?
I was gonna say, I was concerned with the how many people are touching Sonic, and not washing their hands. At one point, Dr. Robotnik picks up one of the quills and then puts his hands inside Mr. Stone's mouth. Somebody's getting salmonella.
Oh, there's one point where he puts the quill,
The
in,
quill
his
in his
mouth.
mouth.
Yeah,
He missed it.
yeah. That's not sanitary. They're very dirty creatures.
What did you say about hedgehogs earlier when they run?
Oh, yeah. When hedgehogs, to avoid predation, they spread feces all over themselves, and as they run fast, they also continuously shit.
So that means
That's what the
Sonic
movie did
has been
my
spreading
eyes.
poop all over the world.
So I mean, it's live action.
What'd you think of Jim Carrey? Like the first time I saw this movie, I walked away being like, "Oh, Jim Carrey was I." And the second time, I was like, "Maybe not."
No,
And so, what do you guys think?
no.
I liked his egg sack joke.
The only thing I liked about Jim Carrey was his dancing, which, I mean, Jim Carrey, physical comedy, duh. And then the last scene where he's, like, full Robotnik, like, crazy, as you know, Robotnik with the bald head and the goggles and the giant mustache. Like,
Selling fat.
that's it.
He's
And
the
he's, like,
Eggman.
talking to a rock, like Wilson the volleyball, and throwing it around and fucking crazy. Like, those are the only two Jim Carrey scenes I enjoyed. Otherwise, I was like, Jim Carrey's done. He's not as done as Adam Sandler, but he's done.
What'd
His
you think?
career's over.
And I pretty much had this face like the entire time. Like I didn't laugh during the movie. He wasn't intriguing to me.
Well,
I
what
didn't
Jim-
think that- I didn't think that he was funny.
Oh,
Like
And
it was just he had like some bits of physical comedy that he like kind of did, but it's just like I don't know. It was just him being a dick to people, and it's like I just imagined him
In
just
real
like
life being
it's
a
like
dick.
that's probably just how he acts in the real life to everybody.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
all his "I'm the most
This is-
intelligent person in the world." That's probably
You know,
in real
it's
life.
just like it's like like who's the biggest fucking pretentious asshole that we could cast as Dr. Robotnik? Well, we really don't want them to go out of their range, so why don't we typecast it? Oh, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
And then he'll treat us like shit on set. Matt, what'd you think about Jim Carrey? We all grew up in the 90s with Jim Carrey.
I think, like you said, he's pretty typecast with these types of roles, and he doesn't seem to mind too much. And,
He doesn't mind
but
at all.
I think that the film would probably have ended at the point where he barged into a police officer's house, not identifying himself as a government official. If that was a small town cop, he would have just shot him straight the fuck up.
Don't apply logic to this movie.
I'm just saying.
Seriously, yeah.
I'm just saying that's what would have happened.
Okay, what do you guys think is the worst scene in the movie? What do you think is the
Oh, the he's my friend, and then Sonic wakes up. That's the worst. That's the absolute worst. Sonic is like, "Oh, he's dead. You better put the body on ice." And then Tom gives this speech about, "You don't say shit about my friend. Blah blah blah. He my friend." And he just, as soon as he drops the word friend, Sonic's eyes open and he's supercharged because the power of friendship. And finally, he checked off the last thing on his bucket list: make a new friend. It's
Now he can die.
awful.
Yeah, worst one for me was when Dr. Robotnik says is like talking to the army sergeant, and he's just like, "Oh, like watch these drones do your job for you." And he's like, "Send them out on a 10-mile perimeter. That should be sufficient." So he sends them out, and all of the drones go to like one
One spot.
very small area where they're all like 10 to like 20 feet apart, and one of the drones slowly starts scanning around. It's like it's supposed to be like a technical marvel, and it's like if they're supposed to scan a 10-mile radius, like
Just like that?
Just imagine the attic scene. That's how quickly these fucking drones scan a fucking 10-mile radius. Just like, you know, just no, they don't even do. They like the scanning of the room like left and right was like so goddamn slow. When they're like closing in on Sonic, it's so fucking ridiculously slow. Like, it's stupid.
That is true.
And yeah,
They break awful easy too.
and like, yeah, just plot convenience. It's like the drones just so happen to go to the exact place, and they turn on their scanners at the exact spot where a rock is that has Sonic's footprint, and then he analyzes. It's just like, it's all fucking just for the sake of making sure the story happens. It's not well crafted at all. It's not fucking thought about. It's just like, oh, he did it. He did this. And it's like, it could have been, I don't know, it's like Spider-Man fucking Far From Home did like drones way, way fucking better than this one. And it came out like a year ago or something like that. Maybe even longer. Maybe
Less than a year.
9 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Gestation
it's like,
period.
you know, it's like, I don't know. You know, the scanning and like holograms that they were able to do was like excellent. And this one, it was just like, I don't know. Like, the stuff that we have right now in real life can scan and address things way fucking faster.
But his shit is 10 times that size.
Yeah, and like can fire guns, but apparently can't aim at anything below like waist level.
Oh, well, you did miss a few
The reloading.
later scenes where they do a bunch of fancy pants things.
Yeah, but that's after they've been upgraded. By,
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
version
fair point.
2.0.
So, Matt, what was the worst scene for you?
When he was trying to explain why he wanted to move to San Francisco, I get that his motivation was to be a real cop, but when you think about it, he was the big fish in a small pond essentially, and they're looking to rent apartments in San Francisco when he already owns a house and he's clearly the chief of police in this small town. I just don't see why he would want to get less money, get less perks for more dangerous position.
Well,
It just didn't.
that's why he
Wants to
stays at
catch
home
the
at the end of the
Zodiac
movie.
killer, man.
I want to put myself in dangerous situations because that's just what I want to do.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta catch the Zodiac killer.
It didn't make sense to me.
I just think the first 10 minutes is just some of the worst. I can't think of a word. There's no filmmaking is not what it is. It is just
Storytelling?
is it storytelling? Is that what that is? No, the
Attempt at
the
storytelling?
first 10 minutes of this series of images flashing with words and sound is just horrid. I mean, like when his owl mother
Long claw.
fucking
please.
flies in the air and gets shot and does a dive roll and then is instantly just like, Sonic, we must like,
I'm fine.
she got shot with a fucking arrow. And she's like, go, run. She's like, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This movie's just too jam-packed with just like, it is just ADD, the movie.
I almost
There's
wish
too much going on in this movie and yet not enough at the same time.
I almost wish they would have kept the bad CGI just to make it more fun.
I think
Yeah,
it would've
and
been
if that's what they
hilarious
came up
if,
with
like,
afterwards.
the first shot when it's just like, you're probably wondering who that handsome devil is, and it's
He's
like
like
he's
the
just the
ugly
ugly ass
abomination.
fucking humanoid Sonic. It's like, yeah, handsome.
Did you see the original design, Matt?
I can't remember what he looked like.
It's
It's
pull it up on your phone personally and show 'em.
It was worse
So-
than that.
Yeah, no, that's video game accurate, which is what the fans demanded.
Well, he had two eyes in this, and I remember he had one eye in the video game. So. And the cartoon.
So, is there anything else to say? This video game movie blows. Detective Pikachu is so much better, is it
Yeah.
not?
It is.
Like,
Even for all its
Way
flaws,
better.
it's way
Yeah,
better.
I mean, I sat through Detective Pikachu. That's when I fucking left. Like,
It just makes me want to play Sonic.
yeah, it's like,
It
That's
makes me
its
not
goal.
want to play Sonic.
Because the 8-bit video game is going to be better than what we just saw.
It is. It's so much fun. Is it any last
I
words?
feel like we
got
can move
nothing
on to
to
the
say
trailers.
Sonic sucks. Let's skip trailers. We'll do. It's not worth it.
Turbo-tastic!
All kid movies, they mostly look bad.
This is why we don't review kids' movies. We just had to do this because,
For some reason, adult humans like this movie.
yeah, which
Why?
like what you want to like, but at the same time,
This is what it looks like.
here's our negative review. Let's put it out there.
Yeah, it's like welcome to
Honestly,
the
that's
top
not that
10
bad,
worst
so.
list.
Yeah.
Ba-boom.
It's going on there.